that time of the week again, folks. Doctor Who review time, and this one is of Hyde. I thought this one was the series. This series just keeps on getting a bit better each time. I've been enjoying. I enjoyed this one better than last week's, which I enjoyed better than the week before, which I enjoyed slightly better than the week before. So it's improving as it's going on. So that's something at least. I quite liked several things about it, including the fact that throughout it seemed to be a ghost story, and then near the end it turned out to be a love story. I also liked the whole ghosts are not ghosts, but they're ghosts thing that they always do anytime they do a ghosty thing, including the ghosts in Cardiff with Charles Dickens. I can't remember the full name of the Unquiet Dead, and several of the ones in Torchwood. That ghosts seem to be ghosts, but they're not really ghosts. They're in fact people from the future or from the past, or through time and weird stuff, and that's really interesting. That I thought was really good. I liked that there was the sort of tension between the two of the professor and his companion. Also, the parallel between that and the Doctor and his companions. Also, the fact that so many times everyone always compares everyone to the Doctor and Rose, but yeah, the professor and Emily, I think it was, wasn't it? They were oh yeah, she brought him back from the horrors of war. Yes, very similar. I felt that in some ways it was a bit anticlimactic at the end, though. How we just thought, oh, the Doctor's going back through to get the other thing, and then, oh, never saw what actually happened other than that. Also, the TARDIS losing power did not happen, but why didn't it happen? Or whatever. But yeah, I quite like that the monster actually looked scary, but it didn't it ended up not being very scary after all. I thought it was going to be something like what Lazarus turned into in the Lazarus Experiment, if you can remember that one. Basically, Marta Gatiss as a big scorpion monster. That was quite funny. I thought it was going to be that because it sort of had the same sort of body shape almost, but it was a bit smaller. So I thought it was going to be a bit like that. And yeah, I thought there was. I also had theories like, oh, this is what the TARDIS is going to become through draining draining the power and everything, or this is going to be Clara, really. It's going to turn out to be Clara, and it's going to have been in the thing all along. I was half because I saw on the BBC's YouTube channel that they had put up a teaser thing which had spoilers about Clara, and I was like, oh, this is going to be big. And then it turned out to be nothing at all to do with her, and I was like, oh. But yeah, I rate this episode quite highly in terms of what's been recent. It's pretty. I'd say it's getting closer to being up there with The Doctor's Wife and Vincent and the Doctor, and those are the ones that I really liked from the recent series. I've not been a huge fan, as big a fan as usual since Moffat took over. I'm sorry if that annoys you, but it's just what it's been like, really. I've not been as big on it. It's not been as subtle as it used to be with RTD, or yeah. I'm sure that this one has been a bit better in terms of the subtlety, and while still being a bit of a slap in the face in some ways. But yeah, I rate it quite. It's a lot better, and I'm looking forward to next week's one because that's going to be very interesting. So, what are they going to do with that? I'm also interested to see why the TARDIS doesn't like Clara. Yeah. So anyway, that is a good point to stop, really, isn't it? So, bye. See you tomorrow with my excerpt of my novel. It does not matter how slowly you go, so long as you do not stop. Confucius.